Now, the next thing I did on New Year's after that was I went to Lucy's Lounge because I was honored. They gave me a golden ticket to get in, and those are the golden ticket get to go right up to the front of the line. I was a special honored guest, and I had so much fun. We asked Dan Renteria from Lucy's Lounge to come, and we're going to do a review of the whole night. It's the best night. John Clifton Band was there, and we had a good time.
Yeah, he is an amazing performer with his band, and of course that was he's always a big draw.
Yeah.
We'll also have him this week, but we'll talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so today's Wednesday, and what I'm going to do tonight, which I do every Wednesday, I go and I have a wine flight at Lucy's Lounge. Now, describe what that is.
Well, the wine flight, if you're a wine club member, which you are, it's normally $12, but if you are a wine club member, it's 10% off. So it's $10.
$10.
And it's you have a choice of 3 samples of wine off the glass menu, of course, whether it's white, red, or you can mix it up. You know, maybe
Absolutely.
1 or 2 whites or reds and so forth. And the idea is to find your wine, find the one you love, and then maybe order a full pour of that.
Yeah, I do. I always say I'm just going to get the flight for $10, but by the time I have all 3, one of the 3 was so good that I said, well, give me a glass of that.
Yeah.
But it comes with some, I call it charcuterie. What do you call it?
Well, it's an appetizer with cheese and that's a good way to put it.
There's some cheese, some nuts on there, sometimes a fig or something, different things on there.
A little bit of crackers, but
some crackers.
I also want to say with we go to flight, the ideal thing is bring friends in, and each of you have different sort of flights and sample each other wines, and
we
that's always
sample
fun.
each other's. Now, also, I do besides the flight. Well, that was on Wednesday nights, but now they're telling me you get the flight on Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, it's actually every day.
Any day. Okay.
Flights are available every day.
Okay.
Wednesday which today is, we have what we call Wine Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday.
And we really are asking our wine club members to come in and have a good time, get to meet people, get to know people in the wine club. And
does that normally run from about 6 to 9?
But from 6 to 8, I will tell you, we have live music.
Okay.
It's usually Dave Oss on keyboard, and he plays incredible jazzy keyboard. And so if you love a good quiet jazzy atmosphere, which allows for a great glass of wine, I will say before I forget, we also have incredible cocktails.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We have some of the best bartenders in Fresno, a good assortment of beers as well, and our wine. And people can always go next door. In fact, we really encourage them to go to Mamma Mia's and order incredible.
You don't have to go next door. They're all in the same building there. You don't have to go outside. You just
we share the same roof. Yeah. And so just a matter of ordering incredible food from Mamma Mia's and come have a seat at Lucy's Lounge, and they'll bring it to you.
They'll bring it right to you. Yeah. Now, it's 6 to 8 is a wine club, but I've gone at 9 o'clock. They just take care of you. They're very friendly there. They take care of me anyway. So say Mike Briggs sent you. I'm a wine club member, and say I'd like to join the wine club. And Daniel or anybody there, you give me your email address and you're in, and then from then on you get a great discount. Also, you could buy the wine by the bottle.
By the bottle,
get a little discount there too. I
think.
If you're
a wine club member, yes. Yeah. And before I forget, there is no fee. There's no charge to join. This is not like a regular wine club at a winery, for example. Okay. There is no fee, no charge to join.
No monthly thing that goes on here.
And we only ask for your email. In the event we have special events, we get to contact you for special events like a wine tour to the Central Coast, or we have wine tastings periodically.
I did go on one of Lucy's wine tours, and then the other day they had the champagne tasting. You pay a couple bucks to go, but you end up with a credit towards a purchase.
So it worked out really well. If you enjoy one of the champagne bottles, that credit will give you $30 toward any champagne bottle. So.
Yeah. Now I like to talk wine, but a lot more stuff happens. The craft cocktails. I was watching Channel 24 the other morning, and Sarah, the main mixologist there, said. And she creates a great menu each month of brand new drinks she's invented, or the other crew all pitch in with the inventions. And if you'd like something that was last month and it's not on this month's menu, you can still ask for it. The craft cocktail.
Sarah is such an amazing bartender, and she's far beyond just being a mixologist. She's very creative, and she almost develops. She actually knows the chemistry of alcohol, what goes with the fruit and so forth. And so, and of course, she, like you mentioned, she also encourages her staff, fellow bartenders, to come up with their own creative ideas. Right. And so that's what's really magical about this.
Can I have this? I want to give you a little example. They have this thing sitting on the bar and all the tables, and of course they have the wine lists and everything. But page 1 is the specialty drinks, and they switch this page every single month. There's a different page, and I'm just going to, not to steal your thunder, Daniel, but the figette about it, the forget about it. Forget About is the name of the drink, and it has Singani, brandy. I don't know. I can't say all these names, but all these great things, including blood orange, orange juice, sugar, and fresh muddled green fig. The Forget About It. That's one of their craft cocktails. The Lolita has Vulcan, Cristalino, tequila, cafe, mocha, liqueur with Grand Marnier, and dusted with cinnamon. Called the Lolita. There's all these great drinks on Golden Pond. Midsummer Night's Cream, which has Belvedere vodka, Frangelico liqueur, grape juice, blackberry syrup, and fresh spun hazelnut whipped cream. That's a Midsummer Night's Cream. When I say fresh spun cream, they're doing it right there. And a lot of times all this stuff's done in front of you. Sometimes it has to do with fire and burning the rinds of oranges and stuff. And it's a magical place to go order a drink.
The advantage about living in the valley in Fresno, of course, is that we're surrounded by incredible fruit and vegetables. Yeah. So what better than to use fresh local fruit and vegetables in our mixed drinks?
There's always fresh fruit and vegetables in them. So that's amazing.
There's some healthy properties.
Anyway, I get to go on and on about this, but there's other events besides Wednesday, my favorite day.
Well, I will tell you, I want to make your followers know that Lucy's Lounge is a one-stop shop for wine. We have an incredible wine list by the glass and by the bottles. It's always growing. It's very extensive, and I will put that wine list up against any other restaurant in Fresno. But not only that, as I said earlier, we had incredible craft cocktails and beer. And it's also a one-stop shop for local entertainment. We have some of the best entertainers in the valley at Lucy's Lounge. And, for example, tonight we talked about David Oss playing on the keyboard from 6 to 8. On Wednesday. Tomorrow night we have Brandon Friedman, jazz from 6 to 8 again as well. Also, Thursday's very special. From 9 to 12, we have Eva Scow and her band Espacio.
She's the best. She plays the mandolin.
She plays incredible mandolin.
And if any kind of jazz improvisation.
Very jazzy and becomes very Latin.
So on Thursday, you have 6 to 8, and then after the music, early music, Eva Scow comes in. So Eva Scow is probably one of the best. I say this about all the musicians, one of the best in town.
I love her music. I just... if you really enjoyed that little vibe of music of Latin and jazz, she's the band, her and others as well. Let's see. On Friday we have Kevin Persons Jr. from 9 to 12, incredible jazz
That's
as well.
Friday night.
And then back by popular demand on Saturday is John Clifton.
I just saw him on New Year's.
9 to 12, and he really brings in a good crowd. I would suspect that if you got to get there early, get a good spot and.
But it's blues. It's all blues. John Clifton. And everybody participates and sings along or requests songs, and he just entertains for the minute. He has a harmonica in his hand, and he has a bass player, guitar, and drums, and that just really fills that space with the best sound ever.
It's very entertaining. Yeah. And I'm sure there's not a...
That'll be Saturday night.
That's going to be
what time
this Saturday from 9 to 12.
Yeah, get there early because it tends to fill up when John Clifton's there.
And Sunday, of course, usually will do. Every Sunday we have a blues jam from 4 to 7. And if you've been to one of our blues jams, it is, there again, I keep saying this, but we bring in some of the best musicians and blues musicians in the valley. They seem to gravitate to Lucy's Lounge between 4 and 7.
And there's usually one main guy and other guys come and sit in and do all kinds of fun stuff. So that's Sunday, every Sunday.
And that's if you love blues, and of course I do as well. And then after that, from 8 to 11, is DJ Mr. Leonard.
Yeah.
So he comes in with a little quieter vibe, a little quieter jazzy vibe for those who want to just kind of end the Sunday night on a quieter note.
And so, DJ Mr. Leonard's a very cool guy, too.
Yeah. So a little bit of something for everybody.
Okay. Lucy's Lounge. And it's a lounge. It's not like... we have a lot of bars and pubs. Of course, Lucy's Lounge serves alcohol, but it's more of a lounge feel where you sit back and relax and have a friend and a conversation. Even if there's music going on, you can still have a nice conversation.
The ambiance is really nice. The lighting, the bar, I'd say the decor of the Lucy's Lounge it just kind of gives you a feel that you're in a San Francisco or a town that you can really get comfortable in. I mean, locations. And we really want this to be your frequent place. Like, remember the show Cheers? We'll come in, the bartenders, the wait staff, they get to know you.
Here's a view of the Lucy's Lounge, the inside. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now, one more thing that makes it loungy, people tend to dress up. I always wear a coat, and Dan dresses up. You don't have to, but it's a place where you could go and, for a nice evening and dress up a little if you want. No obligation to do that. Let me tell you where it is. Lucy's is on Olive Avenue around Broadway, kind of adjacent to where the Landmark restaurant was, kind of a couple doors up from Bobby Salazar's, another cool place to go to in the tower, and it's right in the center. So park anywhere you can around there and walk over. And
it's in the heart of the Tower District.
It is the heart of the Tower District.
The ideal thing is there's no parking meters.
No parking.
I want to tell people about that because there was an issue with going downtown.
Yeah.
Which we love downtown,
Yeah.
but there's free parking in the area.
Acres of free parking.
Yeah.
Lucy's Lounge. I'm going to start saying that instead of in the heart of the Tower District. Lucy's Lounge, the heart of the Tower District. We'll be back with more Mike and Athena Live right after this.